श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम्। शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। भाग्येशान्त्यासमर्थसर्वार्थानां उपक्रमेण त्वा कृतकृत्या स्युः तं नमामि गजाननं। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। यो नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुजयुग्मरुक्मव्यामोहतस्तदितराणि तृणाय मेने अस्मद्गुरोः भगवतोऽस्य दैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणं शरणं प्रपद्ये। यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण कृतवासना प्रमुच्यते बोधात्मकाय नमस्तस्मै भगवते श्रीरमणमहर्षये। हृदाकाशे सदा भान्तं शान्तम् आनन्दरूपिणम् ज्ञानभाण्वहं वन्दे सद्गुरुं श्रीसत्यसायिनं। ममान्तर्यामि दुर्भिर्युक्ता चतुर्भिस्फटिकमणिमयीमक्षमालां ददानां हस्तेनैकेन पद्मं शतमभुजशुकं पुस्तकं चापरेण भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा भासमाना समाना सा मे वाग्देवतेयं निवसतु वदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं। गोष्पदीकृतवारीशं मशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायण महामालारत्नं वन्दे अनिलात्मजमञ्जनानन्दनं वीरं जानकीशोकनाशनं कपीशमक्षहन्तारं वन्दे लङ्काभयङ्करम्। उल्लङ्घ्य सलिलं सलिलं यशोकवन्यं जनकात्मजाय आदाय तेनैव ददाह लङ्कां नमामि तं प्राञ्जलिराञ्जनेयम्। आञ्जनेयमणिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमणीयविग्रहं पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि भवमाननन्दनं। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। वेदवेद्ये परे पुंसजाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतसा दासीत् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। वैदेही सहितं सरुद्रमतले मे महामण्डपे मध्ये पुष्पकमासने मणिमये वीरासने सुस्थितमग्रे वाचयति प्रभञ्जनसुते तत्त्वमुनिभ्यः परं व्याख्यान्तं भरतादिभिः परिवृतं रामं भजे श्यामलम्। वामे भूमिसुता पुरश्च हनुमान् पश्चात् सुमित्रा सुता शत्रुघ्नो भरतश्च पार्श्वदलयोः वायुवादकोणे शुचिसुग्रीवश्च विभीषणश्चैव तारासुतो जाम्बवान् मध्ये नीलसरोजकोमलरुचिं रामं भजे श्यामलम्। नमोऽस्तु रामाय लक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजाय। नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यो नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः। जानकीकान्तस्मरणं आञ्जनेय स्वामी की। युद्धकांडम slowly we are moving towards the culmination of Srimad Ramayana. The culmination of Ramayana is not Rama Ravana Yor Yuddham. On the other hand, it is Sharanagati that is demonstrated throughout Ramayana but reaches its peak and culmination in Vibhishana Sharanagati. That becomes the most important centerpiece of Yuddhakandam. And how does Yuddhakandam start? Abhina Shrutva Hanumato Vakyam Yatavad Abhibhashitam Ramah Preeti Samayukto Vakyam Uttaram Abravit. Hanuman has conveyed the glad tidings of Sita's safe whereabouts. Having heard these words of Hanuman, Rama replies to Hanuman with great love Preeti Samayuktaha. Parama Preeti Noda. With lot of happiness, joy, delight, and prema in him. Rama replies to Hanuman, Kritam Hanumata Karyam Sumahad Bhuvidurlabham Manasapi Yadanyena Nashakyam Dharani Tale Nahitam Prapashyami Yastareta Mahodadhim Anyatra Garuda Vayor Anyatra Chanumataha. Kritam Hanumata Karyam. An action has been performed by Hanuman that is unimaginable. Even mentally, a person cannot imagine the kind of work that he has done. Indeed, I do not find anybody else other than Garuda and Vayu, and of course Hanuman, who can perform this deed of jumping across the ocean. Devadhanavayakshanam Gandharvo Ragarakshasam Apradrishyam Purim Lankam Ravanena Surakshitam Pravishta Sattvamashrutya Jivan Ko Nama Nishkramet. Who can enter into Lanka and successfully come out alive? Lanka, which is unconquerable by the Devas, the Danavas, the Yakshas, the Gandharvas, the Nagas, and so on, which is well protected by Ravana. Who other than Hanuman can go in, destroy a portion of it and come back safely? Ko vishet sudaradarsham rakshasaischa surakshitam Yo virya balasampanno na samasya dhanumataha. There is nobody equal to Hanuman in virya and bala. Virya, courage, bala, strength. In all of that, Hanuman is Hanuman. Nobody can equal him. Vrityakaryam Hanumata Sughrivasya kritam mahat evam vidaya swabalam sadrisham vikramasya cha. Hanuman has certainly performed a great service to Sugriva today by exhibiting his strength and keeping up Sugriva's words. The Rama says that there are 3 types of servants. Dasa அப்படின்னா Hanuman represents Dasya Bhavam இல்லையா? அப்ப Rama discusses or deliberates upon the 3 types of Dasa. Shrimad Bhagavatatila, Bhagavan talks about the 3 types of love or 3 types of people with respect to prema, to the Gopikas. To Uddhava, Bhagavan speaks about the 3 types of Bhagavatas. Prakrita, apram Madhyama, apram Uttama, Bhagavan speaks about Bhagavatas to Uddhava, about Premis to Gopikas, about Dasas to Hanuman. Appropriate patient bolya. You got to speak appropriately to each person. Because Hanuman is a Ramadasa, he speaks about Dasya Bhakti itself. Yo hibrityo niyuktasan bhartra karmani dushkare kuryad anuragena tamuhu purushottamam yo niyuktah param karyam na kuryan nripate priyam bhrityo yukta samartascha tamahur madhyamam naram Niyukto nripate karyam na kuryad yas samahitaha bhrityo yukta samartascha tamahuhu purushadamam. That servant to whom a master entrusts a task and he performs it with superior zeal and enthusiasm is the best among servants. That servant who is ready and capable but does not do anything more than what the master tells him is a mediocre servant. And that servant who, even though he is capable and well, but does not carry out the instructions of the master is the worst amongst servants. அப்படின்னு அந்த மூணுல Hanuman என்ன category அப்படின்னா கேட்கவே வேண்டாம். No need to have any guessing, any points for guessing which category Hanuman belongs to. तन्नियोगेन नियुक्तेन कृतं कृत्यं हनुमता न चात्मा लघुतां नीतः सुग्रीवश्चापि तोषितः. Of those, what has Hanuman done அப்படின்னா, not only has he fulfilled the task that was entrusted to him, which is to find out the whereabouts of Sita, Anna, without bringing any dishonor to himself, without bringing any harm or injury to the mission, instead going an extra mile and bringing great honor to his master Sugriva. That is what he has performed here. Aham cha Raghuvamshascha Lakshmanascha Mahabalaha Vaidehya Darshanena Adhya Dharmatah Parirakshitaha. Today I have been saved, Lakshmana has been saved, the entire Raghuvamsha has been saved, Janaki has been saved by Hanuman. This is the one thing that Hanuman kept on contemplating. It was not merely an exaggeration of his own mind, it was a reality. Hanuman always wondered, if I do not find her or if something happens to her, how will I go back? What will happen to the entire Raghuvamsha? Rama attests to that truth and he says, indeed you have saved Raghuvamsha today. Anal, all this is fine. Anna, in all of this there is a problem. Rama சொல்றார், இதான் ஒரு பெரிய problem. Everything has been done successfully, but the problem I have is idam tu mama deenasya manobhuya prakarshati yadihasya priyakyatur nakurmi sadrisham priyam. Rama tells Hanuman, idam tu mama deenasya, idan என்னுடைய ஒரு my pitiable condition is this. My hopeless state is this. This is what is troubling me. Mama deenasya manobhuyaha. My mind is being tortured by this thought, by this helpless state in which I am, that I am not able to, I cannot think of doing any pleasant, loving act to Hanuman that is equal to what he has done for me. Yadihasya priyakyatuhu nakurmi sadrisham priyam. I am unable to do anything good to Hanuman that is equal to the task that he has performed for me. In one way, that is the greatest good that Rama can do. The greatest, what does Rama want to do? Rama wants to do something equal to Hanuman for what he has done. Equal to Hanuman, hey Hanuman, I bless you, you also get married. And then when your wife is stolen by somebody, you give me a call, I will come and discover her for you. அப்படின்னு சொன்னா அப்பதானே ஈக்குவலா பண்ண முடியும். தட் இஸ் தி ஈக்குவலண்டா பண்ணணுமானால் இதானே பண்ண முடியும். Because if you look at Sugriva, Rama did something to Sugriva, Sugriva did an equal thing to Rama. Rama helped Sugriva get his wife back. Sugriva is going to help Rama get his wife back. இதுக்கு தீனி சரியா போயிடுது. ஹனுமானுக்கு எப்படி பண்ண முடியும்? How can you do something equal to Hanuman அப்படின்னா? ஏன்னா ஹனுமானோ கல்யாணமே பண்ணிக்கல. Hanuman is a brahmachari. அப்போ how can you tell him that in order to do some help to you? இப்போ ஒரு டாக்டர் இருந்தான்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். There's a doctor அப்படின்னா. The doctor wants to serve somebody. வேண்டாமே, please don't serve. ஏன்னா if the doctor has to serve you, you have to become ill. Is it not better to not be ill at all than to become ill then get the service of the doctor? The doctor சொல்றாரு, ஐயோ உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது சேவை பண்ணணுமே, தேவையே பண்ணவே பக்கத்திலே வராது. பக்கத்தில் வராமல் இருக்கிறது தான் பெரிய சேவை. இப்போ சைக்கியாட்ரிஸ்ட் இருக்கான் நம்ம கிட்ட ஒரு பையன். சைக்கியாட்ரிஸ்ட் உங்களுக்கு ஏதாவது நான் சேவை பண்ணணுமே, நீ தேவையே இல்லை, வேண்டாமே, எங்களோட தூரம் இருந்தாலே போருமே, பெரிய சேவையாச்சு. அப்போ நம்ம வைத்தியம் பிடிச்சி பாயேஸ்வரன் நின்று அவன்கிட்ட போய் எடுக்கணுமா? அப்போ தானே அவன் சேவை பண்ண முடியும். ஏதாவது நான் தள்ளி பண்ணி போடுறவா உங்களுக்கு சேவை பண்ணட்டுமானா சரி, சௌரியமாக இருக்கும், ஜம்முன்னு பண்ணி போடுங்கன்னு சொல்லலாம். If somebody is a good cook and they say I want to serve you, that is fine, not a problem, it is okay. அதுவே ப்ராப்ளம் தான். நிறைய சாப்பிட்டு அப்புறம் பிரச்சனை. ஈக்குவலி I want to serve you அப்படின்னா கஷ்டம் அதெல்லாம். Sometimes it is harder to receive service than give service. It is easier to serve. Receive service இருக்கே பெரிய பேச்சாரு. Rama tells Hanuman, how can I serve you? How can I repay what you have done to me in an equivalent manner? Sadrishama பண்ணணுமே. Sadrisham priyam அப்படின்னு சொல்லு. Sadrisham abdinal equal to what you have done, in proportion to what you have done, I want to do something for you, no, but I can never do it. Ramare Sholuta, I cannot do. Idam tumamadinasya mano bhuya prakarshati. Idam panave mudiyada vishayam. Again, the reason why Bhagavan is also caught in this kind of a plight with respect to Hanuman is because Hanuman does not want anything ever. Hanuman does not want anything ever. Adanala, in what way can Bhagavan ever repay? He cannot do anything. No matter what he does, Hanuman does not want. Hanuman is not asking for anything. I do not want anything. Apo, Rama, but still Rama's nature is that I have got to do something for you. What can I do now? Yesha sarvasva bhutastu parishvango hanumataha maya kalamimam prapya dattastasya mahatmanaha. Yeshaha அப்படின்னு சொல்றார். இது yeshaha sarveshu bhuteshu sarveshu bhutastu sarvasva bhutastu yesha sarvasva bhutastu parishvango hanumataha அப்படின்னா சர்வஸ்ய பூதஹா அப்படின்னு சொல்றதுக்கு என்ன அர்த்தம் அப்படின்னா, the only thing that I can call my own, என்னுடையது ஸ்வம் என்னுடையதுன்னு சொல்றது என்ன? At this stage Rama says, I have lost everything. I do not have a kingdom. I do not have anything with me. If I have got to give you something, I should have something to give you. I have nothing. What do I have with me at this moment? Rama சொல்றார், the only thing that I have is myself. அதனால என்னன்னா சர்வஸ்வதான அப்படின்னு சொல்றார். சர்வஸ்வதான தன்னையே தான் தானம் பண்ணிக்கிறான். சர்வஸ்வ பூதஸ்து பரிஷ்வங்கோ ஹனுமதா அப்படின்னு ராமா embraces Hanuman. கட்டி பிடிச்சுக்கிறார். ராமா embraces Hanuman. He says, this is the only thing that I can call my own at this moment is myself. அதனால I am offering myself to you. Maya kalamimam prapya dattastasya mahatmanaha. Therefore I offer myself to you, Hanuman. அப்படின்னு Rama saying this, ityuktva priti krishtango ramastam परिशस्वचे हनुमन्तं कृतात्मानं कृतकार्यं उपागतम् அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ராமா with great delight, great joy embraces Hanuman, and at that time Hanuman feels, I have done, my task is completed. Kritakaryam அப்படின்னு சொல்றார். வேலையெல்லாம் முடிஞ்சாச்சு. Everything that needs to be done has been completed. Everything has been finished அப்படின்னு சொல்றார். ஏன் இதுதான் எல்லாம் முடிஞ்சுதான். When Rama embraces Hanuman, everything is finished. Now, a question arose that Rama praises Hanuman as having done the mission entrusted to him by his master Sugriva. But the question arises, is Rama the master of Hanuman or is Sugriva the master of Hanuman? Why is Rama saying Sugriva instead of saying he has done my job? Gadan, we have to offer ourselves to Bhagavan. Bhagavan does not, Bhagavan is a gentleman. Bhagavan never assumes or presumes anything with respect to us. You are mine. Abhinna kuda Bhagavan can say only after we have said, I am yours. I am yours. அப்படின்னு நம்ம ஜெனுவினா சொன்னாதான் Bhagavan can reciprocate and say you are mine. ye yatamam prapadyantene சொல்லிட்டோம். As we are only, the response is to us. Bhagavan is to us as we are to him. அதனால இங்க அப்போ again we say that Hanuman does not belong to Rama அப்படின்னா not so. ஆனாலும் Rama does not assume any such thing in front of Sugriva. Sugrivaனுடைய வேலையை பண்ண அப்படின்னு. ஆனா Sugriva doesn't give an embrace to Hanuman. It is Rama who embraces Hanuman. Sugrivan வேலையை தாக்க, whose work was done அப்படின்னா Sugriva's work has been done. Now who should give the reward? Sugrivan தானே கொடுக்கணும். The master who gave the work alone should be giving the reward. Inge Rama is giving the reward but saying you have done Sugriva's work. அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? அப்போ although to keep up with the appearances he says you have done Sugriva's work, Rama butts in and praises Hanuman and embraces him, gives him the great reward in the form of an embrace. இல்லையா? அதனால we still have to understand correctly Ramadasan dane. That is how Hanuman introduces himself. Dasoham Kausalendrasya anna. Kishkinda Rajan Shalali. Kausala Rajan dane shal. After having spoken to Hanuman in this manner, Rama looks at Sugriva and says, what should we do now? Endure Lanka across the ocean, what should we do? Sugriva immediately says, don't lament anymore. We know now where he is. All we have got to do is somehow go there. Go reach the ocean, then we will see what to do. By what manner we will cross the ocean, we will discuss and discover when we reach the shore of the ocean. We need not worry about it. Always, when the worry is for an event in the future, if you can, then worry the day before. If you must, then worry the day before. Don't start worrying now itself. Times change, everything keeps changing. For instance, you may be moving from one state to another state. That will be from 2-3 months away from now. What is going to happen? How are we going to do it? What is the situation? The situation may change by the time you actually move. If you feel that you must, if you feel obliged to worry, then start worrying about a week before. Exam everybody. How did we ever study for exams? Teachers will keep teaching. Throughout the semester, they will keep teaching. That is their job. So what? What is our job? 10 days before the exam, we start studying. That is how we have successfully passed so many exams and we have come through. How? 10 days before we start studying. What do we need to do? Problem? If there is a problem, if there is a situation or an event, worry the day before it or a couple of days before it. Reduce the amount of time that you worry. Sugrivan children, Swami. Yattu karyam manushyena shaundhiryam avalambayata tadalam karanayaiva kartur bhavati tat satvaram. We've got to be bold enough and take action. Let us jump into it. Then we will be able to succeed in it. You have a resourceful mind. Along with all of us together, we will somehow ponder a design to cross the sea. Rama listens to Sugriva and he says, don't worry. Tarasa setu bandena sagara uchoshanena va sarvata susamartosmi sagarasya langane. Rama and children, that is true. Whether it be by drying up the entire ocean or whether it is by building up a bridge across it, either way I will be able to go there. Tapasa tapasa setu bandena sagara uchoshanena va. Either through my tapasya or through by building or marvel of engineering, building a bridge, or by drying up the ocean. What does Rama do? All three. He does a tapasya for 3 nights. Then he threatens to dry up the ocean. In the end, they build a bridge. Ramar Vakyam ellam satyam. He generally says it here, it all becomes true. He says, Sarvatasu samartoham. Sarvatasu samartosmi. I am in every way capable of crossing that ocean. It is not a big deal. We can do it. Rama tells Sugriva, he asks Hanuman, narrate all the details of Lanka, the fortifications of Lanka, full Vistarama. In great detail, Hanuman lays out the blueprint, as it were, of Lanka, the outline of Lanka. Sugriva and Hanuman, everybody asks Rama, please fix the time for us to leave. When shall we leave? To march on Lanka. Let us look at the Panchangam, Almanac, and find out a good day. Bhagavan Cholrer. Asmil Muhurte Sugriva Prayanam Abhirochaya Yukto Muhurte Vijaye Prapto Madhyam Divakaraha Sita Kritva Tudadyatu Kwasau Yasyati Jivitaha सीता श्रुत्वाभियानं मे आशामेष्यति जीविते जीवितान्ते मृतं स्पृष्ट्वा प्रीत्वा मृतमिवातुरः. Hey Sugriva, this very hour announce for our departure. Rama said, this very hour we will leave. Yena, the sun has reached the midpoint, noon. The noon ke abhijitan muhurtam. When the sun reaches the zenith and the peak, the muhurtam is called abhijit muhurtam. Abhijit abhinale jit, victorious. Any action that is begun in that time will become victorious. Abhinal belief. Let us leave at this very moment itself. Uttara phalguni hyadya shvasto haste nayokshyate abhiprayama sugriva sarvanika samavrataha. Today is Uttara Phalguni Nakshatra. Tomorrow is Hastam. This nakshatra is better, so today itself we will leave. Now itself we will leave. First today itself, now itself. The muhurtatali, asmin muhurte. This very hour we shall depart. Abdina Rama announces to Sugriva, idu Sugriva go to test. Enna, all the monkeys go to test. Enna test. Let's leave. Abdina Yepo. I'll quickly go and tell everybody and come. I'll quickly pack the bags. Oh, I forgot the charger. Oh, I forgot the passport. Oh, I forgot this. I forgot. La, Kalambu. The muhurtame Kalambu. Angada Karishya Vachanam Thavan. The moment the command is given to leave, we should leave. Adhikapram, we cannot wait and think of excuses or delays and so on and so forth. Then and there we leave. That is a test in a way to all the monkeys. Rama is ready. All Rama has to carry his bow and arrow and his arm. Fellow who is packing is Lakshmana Bahu. Lakshmana has to pack the bags. But still, Lakshmana capacity and the bags are already packed and ready to go. Go back. He's got to go back ready. Monkeys, all the monkeys are also equally ready to. What are they going for? Oh, picnic. This instant will go for picnic. They are going to war. The monkeys, families are there. Monkeys have got mothers and fathers and wives and sisters and children and so on and so forth. Not everybody will be in a position to come for the war. Only the able-bodied monkeys and bears will go. But they are leaving everything and going. For Rama's sake, they are going. There is no guarantee that they will even come back. In a way, in Partal, there is no guarantee that they will even come back. They are ready to come with Rama. Then and there, Rama says, let's go. And let's go. In Partal, we understand how devoted these monkeys are to Rama. How detached they are from their own families also. There they are willing to do Rama's bidding. Ibdiya, the monkey army marches. Uttara Phalgunile Kalambadalamna Rama has decided. Rama gives all the instructions as to how this journey has to go on. I shall sit on Hanuman. Yasyami balamadyeham balayogam abhiharshayan adiruhya hanumantam airavatam iva ishvaraha. Like Indra sitting upon the Airavatam, I shall sit upon Hanuman on Hanuman's shoulder. Similarly, Angada can carry Lakshmana. Yenna, apada shikrama poga mudiyuma. Apada we can go fast. Illana meduva po. The monkeys can jump. Humans cannot jump. Adanale, Rama has made this arrangement. Idoda sherdu immediately they start. Kalambita. They all leave. Huge hundreds and thousands of monkeys and bears have assembled together to form this army. Yellama Sharad, they all making a loud big noise. They leave Kishkinda and march southwards towards Lanka. Each one is shouting out loudly. All the engineers, Rishabha, Neela, etc. They go ahead clearing the pathway, clearing the forest tracks so that the army can proceed quickly. Monkey army, they will jump from tree to tree. Human army vandadana, trees have to be all destroyed. For a monkey army, trees don't have to be destroyed. Trees are the best. A natural army, sustainable army ni sollikalam. It's a very sustainable army, not only sustainable army, recyclable army also. Because at the end of the war, all the monkeys are going to come back alive. All the monkeys will die, but every monkey is brought back to life again by Indra on Rama's order. These monkeys are ready to fight again. Recyclable, reusable monkeys. Sustainable. Eco warfare. Ecological warfare. Ramar Pandal. As they leave, they see all kinds of good signs everywhere. Lakshmana says, I find all good omens everywhere. The fact of this omens, all of that shows that the times are propitious towards us and equally terrible for the Ravana, for the Rakshasas. Adanale, we will definitely be successful, we will definitely be victorious. Lakshmana also adds extra good news and good cheer to Rama. We had a description of how all the monkeys travel all the way. A description. Ete vayamanuppraptaha sugriva varunalayam ihedani vichinta sayana purva upastitaha. Finally we have come to the shores of the mighty ocean. Now the same problem that was there before is in front of us. How to cross it. Let us all decide, let us make an encampment right here, and then let deliberations be made as to how this entire army is going to cross this mighty ocean and reach Lanka. Rama calls for a halt. All the monkeys stop there. Big camp is made there. In Lanka, a council of war is happening. Lanka, a council of war is happening. Ravana has called all his ministers, all his generals, all the important people. He is starting to talk to everybody. He says that Lanka, which was difficult to be opposed by anybody, has been penetrated by a monkey, assailed by that monkey, destroyed by that monkey. What is the next thing that we should do? What do you think we should do? Since Lanka has been laid in the state, what is the next thing that you should all do? You all have to tell me what we should do. Ravana also says that there are three kinds of people, three kinds of men in this world. Trivida Purusha Loke Uttama Adhama Madhyama. There are the best people, there are the mediocre people, and there are the lowest of people. Tesham tu samavetanam gunadosho vadamyaham. I will explain the three kinds of people. Abdin Ravanan solran. Yaru appadina? Who is the best person? Abdina, the best person is one who will consult with all of his well-wishers and friends, deliberates with them upon the next course of action, and then having accepted and analyzed all their views, finally finds a common point, common interests, and then exerts himself depending upon providence, about prarabdha. But at least he takes everybody's viewpoints into consideration. The medium fellow is the fellow who ponders by himself and then executes everything single-handedly. Another worst fellow, without ascertaining the advantages or disadvantages of anything, simply rushes into action. Karishyami, apdi solrana, I'm the lowest fellow. Since I'm the best person, I'm asking all of you. Your irony. When it came to kidnapping of Sita, he did not listen to anybody, did not ask anybody, did not deliberate advantages, nothing. He rushed into action. The best people are those who will consult with everybody, come to a consensus, and then exert themselves. The middle kind of person is a fellow who will himself deliberate everything, advantages, disadvantages, pro, con, elathim. He will himself do it and then act. The worst fellow is a fellow who will not think but rush into action. You all say, you must all determine what should we do. I have heard that surrounded by thousands of monkeys, Rama is actually marching towards Lanka even as we speak. He has come to the shores of the ocean, adla he can dry up the sea or do something. ஏதோ பண்ணி வந்துடும். ஏன்னா ஒரு குரங்கு வந்துடுது இல்லையா. Till now Lanka was unassailable, nobody could come, but once one person can come அப்படின்னா what is the guarantee then another one will not come? சொல்ல முடியாதே. அதனால we have got to now decide what should we do. உடனே இது ஒரு all the Rakshasas there are aware of Ravana. அவனை தெரிஞ்சுதான் இவ்வளவு காலம் பழிச்சுட்டு இருக்காங்க. Without knowing him, without knowing his nature, how can they survive there for such a long time? So they all know exactly what he is asking for, what he is fishing for. So all the Rakshasas one by one, they all start saying, what monkeys? We will eat them, we will barbecue them. What nonsense. We are Rakshasas. What do we have to worry about mere monkeys? Two human beings surrounded by monkeys, the whole thing is a circus. Do we have to worry about it? Do we call it an army or do we call it a circus? Let them come. First of all, nobody can cross the ocean. One monkey came. Can all of them fly and come? Why did many monkeys not come? Why only one monkey came in the first place? There is nothing for us to worry about. Don't worry. You will destroy Rama. Who has ever been able to stand in front of you? Each one will say, I will myself single-handedly go and destroy all the monkeys. I will drink all their blood. I will eat them all up. When each one of them was boasting about their own strength. Vibhishana starts to speak. What will Vibhishana say? Naturally, Vibhishana says, Anna, apyupayai strimirstata yortah praptum na shakyate tasya vikramaakalam stam yukta nahur manishinaha. Now, exhibiting one's own strength or prowess is the fourth resort, which is to be adopted only when the first three have failed. There are four things to be done. Enna four அப்படினா சாமதான வேத தண்ட அப்படினு சொல்லுவாங்க. Sama அப்படினா reconciliation. When there is an opposition, when there is some kind of a disagreement between two parties, what are the options in front of us? அப்படினா first is dialogue. And meeting a midpoint and reconciling with each other without any enmity, without any violence, is best. Sama. Second, enna dana. Compensation. Okay, whatever has happened, but I will compensate you with this, therefore let us, I cannot give you what you want, but I will compensate you in some other way. Dana. The fellow is not willing to listen to your words, he is also not willing to accept your compensation, he is ready for a war. Bhedam, you sow dissension amongst his ranks. You split them up and you go and say that no, this fellow, don't trust him. Create disunity in the enemy ranks. This is the third type. When once he loses his support, he will not be able to wage a war with you. Come and fight with you. When these three have not worked, then the fourth thing is war. These Rakshasas, on the other hand, have already jumped on to the war mode. They are already saying we will go and destroy the army of Vanaras. Chandakya Varali, it has not yet come to the state of warfare. Why are we hurrying? Why are we jumping the gun? Yoschavaganam, we've got to think about all the situation that is around us. How do you seek to overcome Rama, who is supported by divine power, who is difficult to overpower, who has conquered his own anger? We do not know the extent of his strength. If at all, we've got to make a guess. Single-handedly, he killed Kara, Dushana, Trishiras, 14,000 Rakshasas in Janasthana. That's an indication of his strength. So he is not an ordinary fellow. This much is clear. Whoever thought that one monkey could cross the ocean and come and destroy Lanka in this manner? When Hanuman is powerful, other monkeys can also be equally powerful. This Hanuman who is so powerful himself is serving under Sugriva. How much more powerful Sugriva should be? And if Hanuman is strong, Hanuman can kick Sugriva out and become the king. If Sugriva is the king, Hanuman is a servant, Imagine how much more powerful Sugriva should be. And who knows what is the power of other monkeys. One fellow came, just because the others did not come, we cannot underestimate them. Rama's power we've seen already. Adanala, we've got to think about why we have reached this situation. Yen Mando, it is all because you kidnapped Sita and brought her here. So then, if that's the root of the problem, is kidnapping of Sita. Sita being here is the reason why any reasonable husband would want to get his wife back. Up if we give Sita up, then and there is no more discussion. Deliberation. There is no council of war required because there will be no war. If Sita is restored to Rama. Adanala, give up your anger. Let Sita be restored to Rama. Before that Prince Rama lets loose his arrows that can cause destruction to us. Let us restore Sita and let us immediately survive with our sons and relations. Let all of us be happy. Let them be happy. அப்படின்னு Vibhishana put forth his counsel. The moment Vibhishana said all this, Ravana said, fine, alright, let's discuss tomorrow. As long as the other Rakshasas were saying, we will kill, we will do that, Ravana, correct. No, what do you have to say? What do you have to say? He was asking each person. And when Vibhishana said these words, Vibhishana vachas shrutva Ravano Rakshasheshwaraha Visajayitva Tan Sarvan Pravivesha Swakam Griham. Dismissing everybody on listening to the suggestion of Vibhishana, Ravana entered his own palace. He got up and walked away. That day's assembly was dissolved. Next morning, early morning, Vibhishana woke up. First thought, the only thought that is in his mind is how to save the Rakshasa clan from total destruction from Rama's anger. Another early morning, he goes to Ravana's room, Ravana's inner chambers. Brother Dane is a brother, he is allowed to go in straight there. Ravana is sitting there on a throne inside his house. He goes there and says, Anna, ever since Sita has been brought here, all kinds of evil portents, ill omens are observed by us. Whether it is the Yajnashala, whether it is in the kitchens, whether it is in the place where the animals are stored, all our war animals are kept. Temples, in every place, all kinds of ill omens alone are seen. Nothing good is happening. Adanala, all the action of this evil started the day you brought Sita. Therefore, if Sita is, what is Sita to us? Sita is a Kalaratri, she is a terror to all of us. She is a Devi or devil of destruction to all of us. An angel of death for all of us. The best thing we can do is return her, restore her to Rama. You think about my counsel. Everybody has told you various other things yesterday, but all of that is because they are afraid of you. They have refrained from tendering good advice to you, but that is because of the fear that they had of incurring your displeasure. They are all paid servants, paid bureaucrats. You are paying their salary. I am not like that. I am kith and kin. I am family. They will say the best things, the choicest things for you to hear because you are paying them to say it. On the other hand, I am the family. I am telling you that which is right and wholesome for you, even if you are going to find it undesirable to listen to. I am still saying it. Vibhishana submitted his thoughts to Ravana. Ravana heard it all. எல்லாம் கேட்டுட்டும் சொல்றான். எப்படி இருந்தது வாக்கியம் அப்படின்னா, ஹிதம் மகார்த்தம் மிருதுஹேது சம்ஹிதம் व्यतीत कालायति संप्रतीक्षमं निशम्य तद्वाक्यम् उपस्थितज्वरः प्रसंगवान् उत्तरमेतदब्रवीत्. The words of Vibhishana were wholesome, with great meaning. Mridu, very gently. He did not harshly say anything. Without any agitation, gently he said. Logical words. Words that are capable of doing good in past, present and future, as it were. அப்பேற்பட்ட வேர்ட்ஸ் சொல்ல ராவணா immediately says to him, now no, there's no need for any fear from Rama. Rama, who's Rama, is after all a fellow who's been driven away from his own kingdom. What power does he have? Why should I unnecessarily be worried about mere human beings and monkeys? He dismisses Vibhishana there, goes to his assembly, main court. But then again he calls for the council of the war again. So second day they are meeting. And Ravana starts giving orders. He says to Prahasta, his commander-in-chief, he says, make all the arrangements in case there is going to be a war. Let us be prepared. Let us not be caught unawares like how it happened when the monkey came. Get everything ready. Ravana gives announcements. He also says, if possible, tell Kumbhakarna, who is always sleeping, he would have just woken up. What did Kumbhakarna our speciality? He will wake up once in 6 months for one day and then go back to sleep. Upon the one day, he just woken up. Go and tell him about all of this that has happened. Before he goes to sleep, let him know. Somebody has gone that way. Kumbhakarna is informed about this. One day of the year when he is awake, he comes to the assembly. He also wants to come and meet with everybody. When this matter is broached, immediately Kumbhakarna is the first person to fly into a rage. Immediately he starts saying to Ravana, what you have done is entirely unworthy of you. As a king, you should not have done what you have done. Because the moment you become a king, you cannot think only of your own selfish pleasures. You've got to think about the entire kingdom. You have gone and brought away the wife of a great warrior. Naturally, he is incensed. He is going to come and have revenge. He is going to do everything possible to get his wife back. Adanala, you have potentially endangered all of Lanka without any consideration, without any thought. Either what you have done is totally wrong. But whatever it is, whether you have done right or wrong, you are my brother. You are everything to me. Therefore, when the time comes, I shall certainly myself single-handedly destroy all of these Rakshasas, all of these Vanaras. I will eat Rama, Lakshmana. I will devour them. Adanala, once Rama is killed, then Sita will naturally submit to you. Kumbhakarna says, Kumbhakarna noda or vakyam enna appadina, first he scolds Ravana, but then he says, but what to do? You have done it already. Ideally, if you restore her, it will be best. But if you don't want to do it, then fine. Then order us whatever we should do. We are ready to do. We are willing to give up our lives for you. But there is no need for that also. We are so strong, we can finish them off. Again, discussion starts about Mahaparshva. Mahaparshva says, do one thing. Why are you unnecessarily begging Sita in this manner? Why don't you use force against her? After all, woman தானே அவ. அப்படின்னு மகாபார்ஷ்வன் சொல்றான். He says, why are you maintaining this distance with Sita? All this is because Sita is, you're waiting for her to submit herself to you. Why don't you forcibly make her submit to you? After all, you're strong. அப்படின்னு சொல்ல அப்போ Ravana says, I cannot do it because there's a curse that has been pronounced upon me from the past. என்ன கதை அப்படின்னா அவன் சொல்றான், previously there was a apsaras called Punjikasthala. I misbehaved with her. Appo she went to Brahma and complained. Appo Brahma gave a curse. He said, if you happen to do this again any other time with anybody else, then and there your head will split into hundreds of pieces. There is no doubt about it. Or Shabam Murtata. Adanala, I cannot force myself on Sita. Abdina Ravana confesses his inability. Ingedan Cholra. The Varikum, this matter has been kept quiet. Don't worry. I will not force myself on you. I am so magnanimous. Abrini, he presented it to Sita. And then now, when pushers come to a shove, he is confessing to all of his ministers and commanders and so on. This is the real truth. I can't do anything because I will die otherwise. Brahma has cursed me in this manner. But then 3 p.m. Vibhishana gets up. No matter how many times he has been rebuffed, no matter how many times he has been silenced, Vibhishana gets up again and again to say the same thing. Says, Anna, Sita should be restored. Amen. Then Vibhishana says that other people get angry. Why are you always singing the same song? Are you such a weakling? We are all strong. Amen. Indrajit, Chinnabayan, his nephew, he also gets up and says, why are you so scared? Are you a Rakshasa or not? We are people who believe in the strength of our own arms. Our might and valor is what we live by. So what if father has done something that he should not have done? Now that he has done it, why should we unnecessarily submit? Is that not showing our weakness? Is it not bringing ourselves down, disparaging ourselves? We are not going to do it. We will fight. If you are so afraid, no, you need not fight. You can go and hide. He tweets Vibhishana. Vibhishana listens to adhiyum kekkuறாரு. Vibhishana idella kekkanu thalai chalachi nee or chinna paiyan. You are a small fellow. How dare you speak like this to your elders? He rebukes. When Ravana listens to Vibhishana rebuke Indrajit, Ravana gets angry. Ravana is watching everything. Everybody is speaking in favor of him. The only person to slightly oppose is Kumbhakarna, but ultimately Kumbhakarna also says, I will support you. The only fellow who is completely opposing is Vibhishana. And when Indrajit's son starts to defend his father, when Vibhishana rebukes Indrajit, Ravana says, that is it. Ravana becomes very angry. Rather than one might as well live with an enemy than live with a relative or a friend who's an enemy who's posing to be a friend. You are an enemy who's posing to be our friend or a well-wisher. All the time you're only trying to humiliate us. Neither fire nor weapons can strike terror into us as much as a person who's living in our own house can. You are sabotaging us from within. You are weakening us from within. He starts to scold him. He says, you are a curse upon our clan. You are the black sheep of our Vamsha. He starts to scold him. He keeps quiet. Even then Vibhishana says, and now you're saying all these harsh and abusive words towards me. Tell me whatever you want. But you are my eldest brother. You are worthy of my respect. You are like a father to me. But you are not on the path of dharma. That is why I am again and again and again telling you that those who have not conquered themselves, Sunitam hitakamena vakyamuktam dashanana na grihantyakritatmanaha kalasya vashamagataha. You yourself should know, otherwise at least you should be willing to listen to the words of those who are really interested in your good. But you are ignoring both of it. At the same time, I still cannot keep quiet. I can easily keep quiet. I do not have to stand up here and oppose you. Nevertheless, I am doing that. Dilarande, should you not understand, no matter how much you are saying, I am still talking only good to you. Ravana said, who wants it? Who wants you to stay here? And in the guise of talking good, weaken our courage from within. You are eroding our courage. Get out. Ravana ultimately says, you leave me. It is better that you are not with me rather than stay here and destroy us from within. Tvam tudik kulapamsana. Asmin muhurte na bhavet tvam tudik kulapamsana. From this very moment itself, you have ceased to exist for me. You are not my brother anymore. You are the destroyer of our clan. Get lost. Ravana tells Vibhishana cholna seri. If that is what you want, then Atmanam sarvata raksha purim chemam sarakshasam swastine swastite astu gamishyami sukhi bhava maya avina. Very well. If that is what you want, so be it. I am leaving. Be happy in my absence. Protect Lanka. Protect all the Rakshasas. May prosperity come to you. Be happy in my absence. Even though you were trying to keep me shut, I was still only wishing you well. My warning, however, did not find favor with you. At that, if the hour of death is upon a person, then no matter what good advice is given to him, he will not listen to it. Paranta kale higata yusho nara hitam nagrinanti suhrid biriritam. Vinashakala mudurto vinashakale viprita buddhihi nishulva. Your last hour perhaps has come, therefore no matter how much I am trying to give good advice to you, you are still not willing to listen to it. There is nothing more that I can do. அதனால so be it, I will leave this place, may you be happy in my absence அப்படின்னு விபீஷணா tells Ravana and is ready to depart from that place. India, we will stop here for today. நாளைக்கு விபீஷண சரணாகதி. जानकी कांत स्मरणं जय जय राम राम आंजनेय स्वामी की जय. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति. हरि ओम तत्सत्. श्री साईश्वराय.